off baits, we're going brazen.
RZN presents Men Don't Talk podcast, sponsored by Future Men.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
What does South East London mean to Elliot?
The environment that you're in shapes you. My granddad on my mum's side passed away when I was 15. She had me young, 19, 18. This is my story. I don't know no other story. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is the Men Don't Talk podcast, sponsored by Future Men. I am your host, Jamal, and we have a guest today. He's normally one of our hosts, but today he's going to be a guest. We're going to get to know the man behind the music, the man behind the work, the man behind the scenes, Elliot.
Thank you. I'm on the hot seat today, and I'm pleasure to be here.
Boom.
On this side of the seats.
So, who is Elliot?
Boy, you hit me with them vague ones at the beginning. Who is Elliot? Elliot is a man from South East London who supports Arsenal. He's a father. I am someone that is curious about the world in general. I'm just me. So if that sounds a bit boring, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. We accept you as you are. The first thing you said is a man from South East London. What does South East London mean to Elliot? Or to your story or to your journey? Is that an impactful part, or is it just...
it's where I was born and raised.
How does that have an effect on you, on a person?
The environment that you're in shapes you, and it's shaped me from, I'm 39, so 39 years on this earth, from Lewisham, lived in and around the borough and just outside. But yeah, the things that I saw, the things that I witnessed, the things that I was a part of have all been centralised in Lewisham, in the borough.
Give us 3 of your strongest memories in Lewisham.
Living with my grandparents till I was 8. With my mum in Lewisham.
How did that?
My grandparents are Jamaican on both sides.
And the full blood, yeah?
Yeah, they're both sides of my family are Jamaican.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
1, how does it happen when you live in South London? And 2,
well, I'm from Lewisham. Ian Rat's from Brockley, so it's very close to home. There's a family connection.
There's only one.
There's a family connection there as well. But a lot of people forget that Arsenal originally were from Woolwich. So Woolwich, Arsenal, yeah, we went over to North, took over, as we do. What was we supposed to do? Like, it's only Tottenham up there, innit? Like, but yeah, this year, hopefully, should be our year. Yeah, 22 years I'm waiting. I remember when we last won the league and I was about 15. So, yeah, I'm 39 now, so it needs to happen. So yeah, football is a pivotal part of my life. Been supporting it, going to games. I don't go as frequent as I once used to be. I was a junior gunner. I used to go with my mum.
Okay.
I remember.
The mum a gunner as well, yeah?
Yeah. She had a kit on the day we lost to Man City because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna bring out my kit in the final, and it was a kit from like 2003 that I bought her for a Mother's Day or for a birthday, and I'm like, right, you still got this kit? And she's like, yeah. And you can see the old Premier League numbers on it, and it's still in pristine condition. But yeah, football's a part of many of our lives. Yeah, man, it's just the thing that brings that joy. I was a young boy playing football, Sunday League football.
Oh, you played Sunday League, yeah?
Yeah, until I was about 15.
What position did you play?
I was the best. I was a striker or a winger. And I asked my cousins about me. I asked my friends. I was good, man. I was good.
What did you learn from football?
Football taught me teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. I am, even in this day and age, I like to watch, obviously I like sports, but I'm always looking for the team element in things. I do believe in teamwork a lot. So sport cultivates that teamwork ethic, the correct balance between individualism and collective. So the individual can still shine. So us as people can still shine, but we shine because of one another. And our light don't have to dim someone else's light. So that's those kind of values reign through me in many areas of my life, whether it be family, whether it be work, whether it be interpersonally. I always want to do things more collectively because I think we go further when there's teams involved rather than alone.
Do you think that's because you grew up with a lot of cousins, siblings, etc.?
Yeah, I don't know. You get me? We're African, we're black, we're Caribbean. We don't know. That's how it's always gonna be. So, well, the way we're moving now, the cost of prices and stuff, people ain't trying to have kids. But that's where I come from. So I know communal living. I know people. I know my grandma's friends always being in the house in the room that was locked up. And you can't go in there. It only opens on certain occasions.
Plastic something on
You
the
get me? I know the fish on the side. I just know being around people. And as much as I love being around people, I still love being on my own. I was, quote unquote, an only child.
You're the first, yeah?
I
The
was
first
my
grandchild?
No, not the first grandchild, but I was my mum's first child till I was 12. I had siblings from my dad, and I saw them, and I cherish the times that I did have with them, but they lived on the other side of London, so I didn't get to see them as frequently as it might have been summer holidays and those type of things. But in terms of having my mum's full time and attention until I was in year 7, year 8, and then my sisters came along. So yeah.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
Just love your child. And love is a doing word. It's not just a feeling. So in how you're approaching your child, remember that your child is a person in of themselves. They're not just someone that is yours. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're close. Yeah.
How have you transferred that on to with your children now? You've got children that are kind of getting in their later teens now, getting into that later phase. How are you kind of taking that from that element where you have a good long-term relationship with your mum and pouring that into your relationship with your bigger son so that you guys can have something similar?
Before I go into that, me and my son, me and his mum are not together, obviously, but I was recently at his house and I was in a kind of a daydream whilst I was observing how they interact.
That's your son and your child's mum?
Yeah,
your son's mum?
my son and his mum. And it was like, yeah, I like how you two are. I can see all the elements that indicate love, that indicate closeness, that indicate humour, that indicate joy, that indicate respect, that indicate respect for their individuality, that they are two people. You're a person in of yourself outside of the relationship that they have to each other. But in terms of me and my son, when I look at him, I see me in him in so many ways. And understanding that helps me to understand how I need to be with him, because it's almost like responding to me at that age. Do you get what I'm saying? Whilst knowing at the same time that he is him. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a different version of me. He's still him.
It's all this, but it's also all
yeah,
this.
He comes through me, but his mum has a lineage that ain't mine. Do you get me? So that's gonna be computing within his. You get me?
That is a real big one for people. Co-parent, any co-parent, even if you're with the parent, to consider that the child comes through you, so it is of you, but also has a whole next set of things which have nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me, apart from the fact that I linked up with that
and
and made
but it's
that
an alien thing, but outside of you.
Yeah, that line from his mum. And
it has its own autonomy.
It goes
its own
to
thing.
his mum's mum, and then his mum's dad, and then it shoots off. That's not me. So
that's his own person.
Yeah. So I understand that. You get me? He's getting downloads that I'm not gonna understand, or that are not gonna be the most familiar to me. But it's him, innit?
That's him and his own.
So I encourage him to be the best version of himself. He's very creative. Even the quote unquote negatives that I see in my child, I just remember that he's 16. Like, I'm expecting a perfect. Well, there ain't not such a thing as perfect when it comes to people, but I'm expecting a 16-year-old that if he was in a computer game, it would be a 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10 on every ranking. No, he's not supposed to be. So I give.
If he was, that would be wrong.
Yeah, I'd be like, rah, this is kind of boring still. Because
what's
going on?
Yeah.
So yeah, I make sure that I pass on the things that I value, and he has his own mind. His mind is very much like mine. So it's sharp enough to make decisions, and I have to trust. Not even just trust. Even if I don't trust, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. because he's a human being in of his own. Do you get what I'm saying? I guide him, I give my perspective, and I set certain boundaries and parameters that he can adhere to or not adhere to, and whether you do or don't, the reflective consequence will be what it will be. But me and him have a good relationship, man. We definitely do. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful, because it could be so much different in so many other ways. And a lot of the time we look at what we don't have and how it's not, and I just have to remind myself that, you know what, me and my son's good, to the point where, yeah, he will send me videos of music that I don't even know that he knows, and I'm thinking, how do you know about these things? And I'm like, all right.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
If you was to bake a cake, which was a co-parenting cake, what are the rest of the ingredients that you would put in to make the cake taste good?
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah. Teamwork. And teamwork can take the form in many different ways. Like I said, I like football. I like team sports. So I recently heard a little clip from Cristiano Ronaldo where he was explaining that him and certain players in his team, they don't go out and chill after football and whatnot. But when they're on that pitch, they do what they do. They know what your role is. You know what their role is. They can have a laugh. They can have a joke. But they're not friends, so to speak. Not every relationship. A lot of relationships, when they break down or when they no longer become intimate relationships, and it is co-parenting or two parents attempting to co-parent or parallel parent, they forget those things. They think sometimes that we need to be equally yoked, or we need to be friends, or we need to be enemies, or no, you just need to have a mission and collectively do what you need to do. So respect, teamwork, I would say, what's that word? The opposite of being in control, not being in... You're parenting from two different paradigms almost, to a certain degree, from two different locations. So things are not going to fit fully. You have to accept the fact that things are going to go different over there and things are different over here, and let go of the fact that you need it to be so rigid and so a certain way. Within reason, yeah, you're going to have your rules and boundaries, but even within your house, if you were together, there's things that when your child does something wrong or this or that,
respond completely different,
you're going to respond differently. Yeah. So you're in a new dynamic now. Things don't need to be perfect. Things don't need to be within the margin to the T. Do you get what I'm saying? There is wiggle room and space, and you'll find that if you allow that and accept that, life can be a lot more smoother.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
I had a juice bar. I was running a juice bar with two friends. COVID kind of said, no, you're not, amongst other things. And then I wasn't in a good space, but I needed work. And then I bumped into Paul, my colleague, Paul McDaniel. Big up Paul. And I said, yo, have you got any roles at Future Men? And he's like, yeah, we got this one. Apply for this. It's perfect for you. So I applied. So for the last 5-6 years, I've been... My job with them. I saw you. Yeah. For the last 5-6 years, I've been doing this role. So supporting young fathers, specifically in Southwark, Greenwich and Lewisham, to access the support that we have, to guide them, to help them navigate the ups and downs of fatherhood, parenthood, to help them be child-centered in their parenting. And yeah, just offering them... I almost like explain the role as I'm like your big uncle or big cousin that is informed. Yeah, when I say informed, I don't know everything, but more than just a big uncle who... A professional in those things. Yeah, a professional that knows certain things. So yeah, we advocate for them, we support them. I've supported fathers, as you have, to go to court, with meetings with universal services such as social services, if they have child in need meetings or child protection plans or core group meetings, sit in with them on those meetings, advocate for them at those meetings, ensure that they have their voice heard, ensure that challenge them at times where they need challenging. One of my lines is when I meet new dads is I say to them, if you tell me the sky is green, I'm going to tell you it's not. I'm not here to canoodle with you, but I am here to show you the blind spots that you're maybe your youth doesn't allow you to see because you don't have the experience to see certain things and know certain things. I'm here to challenge you, but I'm on your side. I'm not here to judge you, so that you can be the best version for yourself and your children and whatever your family, your structure looks like. So yeah, I've been doing that, and as I said, I enjoy the role. It's very challenging though. We're humans. Sometimes our own lives are not going as smoothly as it needs to. So when it isn't, and it relates to your children in particularly, and you're coming to work day in, day out, there is no escape. So there is no escape. So that's
definitely a challenge.
Yeah, that is
trying to help people when sometimes you're in it yourself.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, you have to.
And often, us as professionals, you would assume we have it all together. And even if we do, sometimes things go up, things go down. It's humans. It's not.
Such is life.
Yeah.
You get me?
But you still got to turn up and smile and get it done.
Exactly. So yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges. But yeah, on a personal level, that's one of the biggest challenges. But yeah, this is me and this is the role.
Men don't talk, boys don't cry.
If I can help a dad write a C100 form, or if I can help him get access to his children, I've had many success stories, and to
name one that touches your heart.
One that touches my heart. I had a young father that was. I had a young father who was mandated to see his children in a contact centre, and he would call, and he was nervous, as you are when you go and see your child in a contact centre. You're in a small room, not much bigger than this. There's a few toys. It's very clinical, and you got someone watching you, writing notes. But he felt uneasy about this, as you do. But there was a particular unease that he felt where the professional, the independent social worker, lent into. She breached her professionalism by the questions she was asking. But this young father is a young black man, and he didn't want to pull the race card, although he felt in his spirit and in his essence that something ain't right. So I gave him some advice. I was like, bro, and yeah, bro, because we relate to them. It's not hello, mister. So it's like, bro, you are within your rights to ask these questions. I helped him formulate questions so that he could stay on track, and just gave him a bit of guidance. And I said, you're within your rights to.
I think that's a really important thing. You staying on track. Sometimes having someone to brainstorm or to filter your emotions through, so that when you do speak to the person, it's not all heart and it's actually. And a lot of people overlook those elements to our work, but that is the main.
That is like a main component.
Overlook it maybe if you've got a husband or a wife or a brother or a sister to do that with, but if you don't have that. That's the difference between you getting support or not getting support, or getting kicked out of the building, or being rejected
and being labelled. Yeah. So I gave him like some questions, and I reassured him, and I basically said to him that you are within your rights to ask these questions, and if you want to film, you can film. I mean, record elements of what you're trying to ask. He asked me to accompany him, so I did. So I let the social worker know. Not the independent one, the other social worker, the one that was dealing with the case. And long story short, the independent social worker was questioning me like hell to find out why I am here and what is my motive, and just making sure I'm who I am. But I'm a professional, so it's cool. Yeah.
Well, someone would be questioning me for.
But when we got there, I understood exactly what he was talking about. The other social worker understood it. It turned out that this social worker. So when I was present at the contact, I said to him after I'd left, I was present for the majority of it. I was like, "Yeah, this doesn't feel right at all. It feels, when you can just sense it within yourself that something ain't right here." Long story short, the father that I was supporting me did a bit of Googles afterwards, found out that this social worker was fraudulent. And she was being racist towards him, and we had to escalate it. The original social worker confirmed as well. She had the same suspicions that this don't feel right, that this social worker has a bit of a vendetta, X, Y, and Z. But the father said to me,
when you say she was fraudulent, how do you mean?
She wasn't a social worker, and he found Google.
So who was she?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say certain details,
She was a
but
catfish, yeah? Basically.
he Googled her name and everything and saw similar people reporting
other
similar
things.
things, and it all followed a certain train of
Consistency,
racism and certain other isms.
derogatory and discrimination, etc.
So he said to me, Elliot, thank you for being there with me, for attending with me, for being patient. You reassured me, you helped me to feel calm, and you helped me to understand that the feelings that I did feel were valid. And had I not done that, he could have been in a situation where he don't get to see his children anymore.
Often those things can lead to mental health and psychosis. If you can see things that are really happening and the systems around you and everyone around you is telling you not seeing it, after a while you will start to question what you see.
But just at a basic level, before it leads to this or that, someone was trying to nefariously impede this father's ability to have access to his children. Just as that. And then you can go and make it worse with the more paragraphs and fill in the details. But it's like, why? You don't even know this guy. Why are you being like this? And these are people that are at work in various fields in our life, doing these to various people in all areas of our life. But in this reign, a young man at that is trying, and we all make mistakes. We can't be put on the cross through our mistakes forever.
But if we don't believe people can be redeemed or save themselves or grow or learn, then why would we have any of these system structures or places? We just throw them away.
Exactly.
When they make a mistake.
But but back to what he was, he was like, thank you. He was very thankful for the support that I gave him. And I was just like, brother, it's cool, man. It's cool. Like, we're here to support you. And when we see injustices, we're here to call them out and work against them. But there's other little ones I've helped. And when I say I've helped, I've done my job. Like, whilst it is
all in
me,
a day's work.
whilst it is me and from my heart, soul and spirit and my competencies, this is the job that I'm paid to do. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But there's other ones. I remember in particular, I had a young father from Ecuador and his English was okay. He had to fill out a C100 form. I remember sitting there with hours with him, translating it all for him so that we can fill out this C100 form so that you can get access to see your child. And afterwards, he was so thankful. And the fact that I took the time, I'm like, I'm not keep having to remind him that I get paid to do this, but I'm here, bro. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you.
We're going brazen.
Yo, man might have to move out from around here, bruv. The hood's looking a bit crazy still. Men don't talk, boys don't cry. G's don't die, we just multiply. I said men don't talk and boys don't cry. Yo,